Hi guys, it's Jenny, welcome back to my channel. So I was looking through my makeup drawer the other day and realised I have a lot of makeup, and whenever I do makeup tutorials on here, I always use this same makeup because I just kind of get stuck in this routine where I just use the exact same makeup every time I do my makeup, and honestly it must be pretty boring for you guys to see the same makeup being used on my face every day. Every video that I do. So I thought I would do a full face using makeup that I never use because yeah, I literally have so much makeup that I rarely touch and I need to use it, so that's what today's video is going to be. So anyway, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below, and let's just get on into the video. I haven't really planned what I'm going to be using for everything, so I've literally just got my makeup drawer open here next to me and I'm just going to be digging through it as we go and seeing what I find. But I'm going to start off with my eyebrows like I always do, and I'm going to use the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. I'm going to use this shade here, which is Faint. I used to use this shade every single time I filled in my eyebrows, and yeah, I don't know, I just stopped using it and moved on to my NYX brow pomade, which I do prefer, but I'm intrigued to see how my eyebrows turn out because I haven't used a powder in so long. So yeah, I'm just gonna fill them in really quickly. Okay, so that is my eyebrows done. They look really dark. I'm not even sure if that's the right shade. It probably isn't the right shade, but oh well. I'm now going to move on to my eyes. I'm going to do my eyeshadow first. So I am going to carve out the bottom of my eyebrows. I've been really loving doing that recently, especially when I do just like a really basic look, like no eyeshadow. I think carving out your brows makes it look like you spent loads more time on your makeup. But I am going to use the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is in the shade Porcelain, and I literally have used this like a handful of times, if that. It's just because, I don't know, I just don't really like it as a concealer, but for some reason I still have it, and it's super old as well. I should probably bin it, but yeah. I'm just gonna put some, oh god, that just went everywhere. Mine's also like weirdly like oily, I don't know why, and I'm pretty sure it's not my shade as well. So this could be a complete disaster, but I'm just gonna go in and use it anyway. Okay, that concealer definitely is not thick enough to do that, to carve out your brows. It's just not thick enough. I actually weirdly quite like how that looked. I think because when I used to use this concealer, it was like way before I had discovered makeup sponges, so I never used it with one, and it works really well with a sponge. The eyeshadow palette that I'm going to use is this one right here. This is by Revolution. It's the Ultra Eye Contour Light and Shade palette. I got this because it is like a dupe for the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, I'm pretty sure that's called. So that is why I got this palette. But I never use this palette because it is all mattes, and I'm someone that I like to use shimmer shades on my eyes as well as mattes. I very rarely can do a completely matte eye look that involves just more than like a brown shade in the crease. So yeah, I very rarely reach for this palette, but the formula of this is actually really good. The shades work really well. So I'm going to be using this today, and I'm going to take this shade up here just to set my eyelids. I'm first going to take this shade just here on a really fluffy brush and pop that into my crease. I'm then going to take this shade right here and just going to pop that onto my outer corners and into the crease a little bit. So next I want to create a like half cut crease, and I'm not going to use that LA Girl concealer to do it. Instead I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Full Cover concealer, and I used to use this all the time because it was meant to be like really good at covering blemishes, and it is good, but I just feel like, I don't know, I have a lot of other concealers that I prefer to use, so I'm going to use this today to cut my crease. Oh my god, that concealer is like burning my eyelids. Okay, would not recommend that concealer on your eyes because it burns. Like the inner part of my eye is burning right now. Oh my god. Anyway, moving on. I am gonna take a loose pigment eyeshadow thing. This is by Bare Minerals. I actually got this in a set like a few Christmases ago. And I did give away quite a lot of them because it came with loads of them, and I gave away quite a lot of them because I never use them, because honestly I find pigments and like loose eyeshadows so messy and just like difficult to use, so I never use them, which is a shame because I have loads that are so pretty, and when I can actually be bothered to use them they look so nice. But yeah, this Bare Minerals one I don't think I've like really ever used. This is the loose shadow in Caramel Delight. I don't know if you can get this separately at all actually, because it came in a set, but it's super pretty and I don't know if I've ever used it before. I am just going to go in with the NYX glitter primer just because otherwise it will not stick down and will go all over my face. Okay, let's go in with this shadow. That is super pretty. Can you guys even see that? It's really pretty. Okay, so let's move on to the face. I am going to prime my face using the Makeup Forever Step 1 primer. This is the Radiant one, and honestly, I don't own a ton of primers, so I always mix between my primers, like always. I have been sticking to my NYX Angel Veil primer recently though, but yeah, honestly I just use all my primers. So the foundation that I'm going to use, I'm actually so excited to use, and it's not really one that I don't ever use because I have only just bought it, and so I've only used it twice. I was going to do a whole separate video reviewing this foundation, but I just thought, I don't know, I just didn't really want to. I've been doing loads of those videos recently, and yeah, I know there's tons of reviews on YouTube for this, and yeah, I just didn't want to do a whole separate video on this foundation. But the foundation that I'm going to be using is by Revolution again, and it is their Fast Base Stick Foundation. I have the shade F1. It looks like this, I'm sure you've seen it. Yeah, like I said, I've used this foundation once, well twice, but once properly where I wore it literally all day because I really wanted to test it out and like see how it actually was. And you guys, before I used this I was so skeptical about stick foundations. I was like, there's no way they can blend out as easy as these people on YouTube make it look. There's no way. I just pictured them being really thick and heavy to wear and really like dry and cakey looking, but this foundation, I love this foundation. First off, the coverage is so good. It's so creamy and easy to blend out. I like to use a sponge with mine, which I didn't think I would. I thought I would prefer a brush, but I actually prefer the finish with a sponge because a brush leaves streaks in it, whereas the sponge obviously doesn't. It feels really light on the skin. It doesn't feel like you're wearing loads of makeup, and it doesn't look cakey, which is amazing. So yeah, this is the foundation I'm going to use today, and I love this because it's so quick to do. Like you literally just like swipe it on, blend it out, and you're good to go. Like it's so quick. I can't get over it. Okay, so usually I would use the Revolution Full Coverage Conceal and Contour Concealer with this. This is a really good concealer as well, by the way. It's £4, go try it out. But because I've been using that a lot recently, let's try something else. I honestly don't have a lot of concealers that I like never use. The only one I can think of is this Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and the reason I don't use this is because it's not my shade. So I'm going to put a little bit on and we'll see how it looks. This is so old, like actually this is gross, like I need to get rid of this. Yeah, not my shade at all. Okay, we're not going to use that. I might just bin this. It's so old and disgusting. I am just going to use my Collection Lasting Perfection because it is like, it's really light and matches me. Okay, moving on to powder, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Hour Matte Powder. I don't use this just because like it has a shade to it. Like I prefer just using a transparent powder just because I am so pale, and most powders, when they have a shade to them, they don't match me. So yeah, that's why I don't use this one, but it is a really good powder anyway. For bronzer, I'm going to use the one from the Revolution Ultra Contour palette. Yep. I'm going to use, I think, this one just here. I usually use this one, but it's too cool tones, so I'm going to use this one, but it will probably be not the right shade for me, but let's give it a go anyway. Oh god. For blush, I'm going to go in with NARS Orgasm Blush. The reason I don't use this blush is because it's just so shimmery, and I like to wear blush and highlight, and I feel like with this blush, if you wear this blush and highlight, it's like whoa, like too much glitter. So yeah, but I do still use it sometimes, just not as much as I probably should. Even though I said I don't like going in with a highlight as well as this blush, I'm still going to use a highlight because I can't not use a highlight. So I'm going to take the highlight from that contour palette that I use, just this one up here. And honestly, I love this highlight, but I never reach for it just because I have so many that are a lot easier for me to grab. I'm so lazy when I'm doing my makeup. Like, my highlighters are closer to me and I literally can just pick them out of like their place. This one, you've got to take it out, take the lid off, like nah, that's too much hassle. But it's a shame because it's a really pretty highlight. You can't even see my highlight. What a surprise. Okay, let's quickly finish off these eyes. I'm going to use the same palette and I'm going to take just that shade there on a pencil brush and run it on my lower lash line. I'm going to actually take a little bit of this shade here and pop that on like the outer part of my lower lash line just to kind of deepen it up a little bit. I was going to try and do some liquid eyeliner. I never do liquid eyeliner, but I don't know. Actually, I'm going to do it. Screw it, I'm going to do it. Okay, I'm going to use this eyeliner. This is by W7. It's the Very Vegan liquid eyeliner in black, I hope. I got this for Christmas in like my stocking and I've never used it, and I've never heard of anyone using it, so I'm going to give it a go. It's on like plastic tip, it's quite hard. This could go terribly. I'm going to just do a thin line on my eye. I'm nervous. Here we go. that eyeliner is not very good. It's so like, I don't know, it's not very black. It's just not very good, honestly. I think the reason I'm not very good at doing eyeliner is because my eyelashes, especially these ones at the edge, curl up so much, so I end up getting the eyeliner all over my eyelashes, and like that's really annoying. That went horribly. You can't even see how bad that looks, but trust me, it looks bad. This eyeliner is so difficult to use because the tip does not bend at all, so like you need it to move with your eye and it doesn't. It's so difficult to use. Now I'm going to apply some mascara, even though I really don't need to because I've got so much eyeliner on there. The mascara that I'm going to use is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I just have like a little sample size because I get this quite a lot in like Too Faced sets. The reason that I never use this eyeliner is because it flakes off during the day a lot, and I end up with like specks of mascara underneath my eyes, which I do not appreciate at all. Especially on my lower lash line, it just transfers. So I use it a lot in my videos for makeup tutorials, but on a day-to-day basis I do not wear it because I just don't trust it. Okay, let's finish this look off by applying something to my lips. I have way too many lipsticks and glosses and whatever for someone who pretty much only wears lip balm. I just don't like wearing lipstick or lip gloss on like a day-to-day basis because my lips dry up so quickly. But when I'm like going out, you know, on a night out, I do wear something. So I've got a lot to choose from in terms of what I never use on my lips. I'm actually going to use this. I forgot I had this. This is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Zurich. I have another shade which is Cannes, which I literally use all the time. That used to be my go-to lip product when I went out and like wanted to wear something on my lips. That is what I wore. But I bought Zurich and I like never use it, and I like this shade. It is really pretty, so that's what I'm going to use today. Oh no, it might be pinkier. This shade, like that is not that shade. It's so bright in person. I'm gonna go over it with a gloss just because I don't like this shade with the eye look. Like, I do like the shade but not with the eye look. I'm going to go over it with the Kylie Gloss in Exposed. Used to use this all the time, but I actually forgot that I own this shade. Okay, so that is it for this makeup look. That's it for this video. I hope you guys liked how it turned out. I do really like it. I found some products that I really like and miss using. But I also found some that I should probably get rid of. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. And I hope you're all having a lovely week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!